Hi everyone, I'm Katie. I am a mom of a 2-year-old girl and I'm currently 31 weeks pregnant with my second baby girl. I thought I'd hop on here because I've seen a lot of awesome videos of people's top newborn baby products and I thought I'd share my own insight. If you are also looking at these videos right now and you're doing your own research and figuring out what to buy, I definitely recommend sticking around for this video. I am trying to pick items that I didn't see in other people's videos, but what we used every single day with my first baby. So I didn't include items such as like diapers, wipes, bottles, pacifiers, that kind of stuff. Obviously you're gonna need to buy these things. I just feel like every baby is different and what one baby loves might not work for another baby and also might not work for you or your family. So I would recommend buying a few different brands so that you can determine what works for you and your baby. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you're interested in more motherhood, lifestyle, overall like organization content. I will be uploading new videos once a week. All right, so let's hop right in. Okay, so I want to say these are in no particular order, but the first one I'm going to share is our Graco pack and play that we registered for. I registered for this because I was thinking I was going to end up using it for travel, which I actually never did. What I used it for was a second diaper changing station. So the one that we got has a changing table that just like clips on the top. It also has like this great storage compartment on the side, so it's like a full changing station. We live in a 2-story home. If you live in a 2-story home or 3-story home, I recommend having a changing station on every level of your house. It just makes it so much easier that you don't have to walk upstairs, walk downstairs to change that diaper. You're changing a lot of diapers in the beginning. For me, I had a C-section with my first baby, so it was also hard going up and down those steps. And like for the first few days, weeks, you really shouldn't be doing stairs in your house. So having that second changing station downstairs really helped us. We used it every single day until she was like 1 year old. You know, I've heard of other people using, just changing the baby on the couch, on the floor, and if that works for you, that's awesome. We have a dog, we have a cat. I had a C-section, so that didn't really work for me, so I really liked that I could stand and the changing station was at a good height, so they didn't have to bend over or even like twist and do it in bed. So for the second baby, we're definitely using this pack and play for a changing station again this time around. I'm actually thinking of using it in our master bedroom. I'm in the baby's nursery right now, and it actually shares a wall with my toddler. So I'm kind of nervous about overnight diaper changes and if the baby's crying, waking my toddler up in the room next door to her. So I'm thinking of putting it in our master bedroom and making that the changing station and using something else for our first floor. Any moms out there watching this with multiple kids or anyone that has any good advice or insight, I'd love to hear your feedback. If you want to drop it in the comments below, I'd love that. Okay, so number 2 on the list, the Yogasleep Hushh Portable White Noise Sound Machine. So actually with my first baby, I purchased 3 sound machines. I don't know why. I think I just like read all the reviews and all 3 of them had amazing reviews and I thought I would use all of them, which you don't need to do, and I only used the one I'm talking about. So the other 2 ones that I bought was the Baby Shusher, and then I also got the Hatch Baby Rest Sound Machine. Both of those have amazing reviews and I have friends that swear by them. We used the Hushh Portable White Noise Machine from the beginning and it worked for us. I actually packed it in my hospital bag. We used it every single night of her life since. She's using it right now. She's napping in the other room. It is just so easy to use. It has this little clip so you can use it in the beginning when you're on a walk or in the car. It can just like clip on anywhere they are. It's one of the items that I buy for all my friends who are having their first baby, and I always recommend that they bring it in their hospital bags. So if you take one thing away from this video, I would say definitely buy this, put this on your registry, and put it in your a hospital bag and take it to the hospital with you. You will not regret it. Okay, so number 3 is the Uppababy Vista V2 stroller. I know a lot of people that have this too. I see a lot of people talk about it on YouTube and Instagram. I'm the same way. I love it. It was definitely one of my must-haves with our first baby. It's a big purchase. Like, we were lucky enough to have my in-laws gift it to us. But I love that it comes with a bassinet. So it's for that newborn baby stage. It just clips right in. But it also comes with a seat where the baby sits upright. So when they can hold their head up and look around, then you transition them to that next seat, and that's what my 2-year-old uses right now. The basket underneath has great storage. It's really easy for travel. It folds up and you can put it in the back seat of your car super easily. We also got the Uppababy Meza car seat for when she was an infant, and that was really great too because it's compatible with the stroller, so it just attaches and hooks right in. I will say that I know that they do sell adapters, so if you have your heart set on a different car seat, I would look into that to see what adapter you can get with that car seat so that your car seat that you choose fits on that as well. We also knew that we wanted to have more kids, so it was an easy decision because this stroller transitions to a double stroller very easily. So I already bought it. It actually just came. All we had to do for this next baby is get the little adapter piece and then a second seat. So we already have the bassinet for the baby, and now we'll have, I think it's called the rumble seat for your toddler to sit in. Okay, so number 4 is the Dock-A-Tot. This is also a pricey item. I was lucky enough to be gifted this. It was a hand-me-down from my cousin. So that's one thing I would recommend to any first-time parents going through this is this stuff adds up. So anything that you could get help with from friends and family, I took everything that my cousin was giving away, and we didn't end up using all of it, but I was like, yes, I don't know what I need, so I'm gonna take everything. But my toddler loved the Dock-A-Tot. We used it every single day for months. It was such a great, cozy, like, place where I could just set her. If I had to, run to the bathroom or something, I would set her in there. I knew that she was safe in there. And it's just so cozy for them. They just, my toddler would just, snuggle up in there, and she just loved it. We used it, like I said, every single day. One thing is though, they are expensive, and if you want to get a second cover for it, they're like $100 each for each cover. But you are gonna want something else to use with it because your baby is going to spit up. It is going to get stained. You're going to have to wash it. What I did was I didn't buy any extra covers. I used extra blankets or like the muslin blankets, and I would wrap the Dock-A-Tot in that so that when we did have to clean it, I just took the blanket away and threw it in the laundry, got another one out. It was so easy. Okay, so number 5 is the Ergo Baby 360 baby carrier. This is the baby carrier that I used for my first baby. I absolutely loved it. I used this thing all the time with her every day until she was over the weight limit and just physically too heavy for me to use it. But I would put her in this if I was just making dinner or doing dishes, doing housework, anything. She would just, lay right on my chest and fall asleep 9 times out of 10. I also used this all the time grocery shopping in the beginning. Before she was big enough to sit in the actual cart, I would wear her in the baby carrier. She would fall asleep on my chest and I would do my shopping. Another thing I love about this is that it is more of the masculine look, so my husband felt comfortable wearing this too, and I love that they had that like closeness and he was able to wear that with her. One thing I will say is that with my C-section, the bottom of the carrier did rub on my incision. So for the first, I would say month, I didn't feel comfortable using it because I just didn't want anything rubbing over that incision. So this time around, I probably will look for another baby carrier to use in the very beginning that's just a little bit higher so that I can use it if I have a C-section again. Okay, so number 6 is our humidifier that we got for my first baby. We lived in Arizona when we first had my daughter. We've since moved. We now live in the suburbs outside of Chicago. But in the desert, it's very dry, and we ran our humidifier every night for the first year of her life. So I was constantly refilling that humidifier, cleaning it out. What I loved about this was that it was so easy to clean and operate. I've had humidifiers in the past that have all these little itty bitty pieces that you have to take out, clean separately, and then put back together like every day or every other day. And it's just when you have a newborn baby and you have all the other things that you're dealing with, that's the last thing that you're gonna wanna do. And then you're not gonna feel comfortable using it because it's gonna get mold and mildewy and all that stuff. I love it because it's a top fill. I love that has that cool mist option, and it's so easy to clean. There's no little parts. So what I would do was I would take this down in the morning and fill it with warm water and pour some vinegar in it and let it sit, and then dump it out, rinse it, wipe it clean, and you're done. And like I said, I used this for a full year and I never had any issues with any mold, mildew, anything like that. So I definitely recommend this one and put this on your list. Okay, so number 7 is the SwaddleMe Swaddle. This is the swaddle that we used for my first baby and we'll definitely be using again. It has Velcro. It was super easy to use, wrap her up and do diaper changes in the middle of the night. And it's the one that she preferred using. So this kind of goes along the lines of what I was saying in the beginning of some babies will love one certain swaddle. This is the one that my baby loved, and it was really easy to use for us too. She also was like a side sleeper from the beginning, so she didn't really like sleeping on her back. So my pediatrician recommended swaddling her so her arms were out. So this SwaddleMe Velcro swaddle was very easy to just swaddle like up to here, and then we kept her arms out. So when she did kind of tilt to her side, we felt she was still in a safe position sleeping that way. Okay, so number 8 is the Fisher-Price Sit Me Up floor seat. This wasn't a newborn product, but we used this after she was able to sit up and hold her head up. But we used this seat until she was over 1 year old. In the morning, I was still working at that time, so the mornings were really hectic and crazy, but this is where she would have breakfast every morning. She would be sitting in her seat and I was able to get my coffee, and it was just easy to have her in that rather than get out the high chair and then put her in there and sit next to her at the table. I could have her right in the kitchen with me. And it has this little tray that she can easily, put her little food on there, whatever she was getting, and feed herself while I was right there. But I was also, able to get my coffee and be in the kitchen and do stuff I needed to do before we had to run out the door. I loved that it was just very easy to clean. Pop that tray off, rinse it, put it in the top rack of your dishwasher, and then the fabric just easily clicked out so that you could just put that in the washing machine and then click it back in the next time you needed it. Okay, number 9 is the Boon Lawn Drying Rack. So we used this right out of the gates when she was born, and we still use it now. I know I'm going to use it again with this next baby. I just love that it's cute on your counter. I love that it comes with these attachments that are perfect for hanging like the tops of the sippy cups or the nipples of the bottles or pacifiers, pump parts, whatever you need to dry. It's also really easy to clean. You can just take everything apart and it goes on the top rack of your dishwasher and you're good to go. Okay, so number 10 is the Fisher-Price Deluxe Kick and Play Piano Mat. So this is a toy that grows with your baby. So you can use this right when they're born. For tummy time, we used it a lot, or she would lay on her back and look up at the toys that were hanging above her. She was able to kick her feet and play the piano, and this toy will also grow with them. So when they can sit up, they can sit on the mat and see the toys hanging over them and grab them and touch them, and then also play the piano. As your baby grows, you can play with this toy in different ways. Okay guys, so those are my top 10 most used baby items. I hope that was helpful and that you guys found that insightful and maybe gave you a few ideas that maybe you didn't see from other videos. If you love this video, if you want more content like this, please give this a big thumbs up. If you want to consider subscribing to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to be focusing on all things motherhood, organization, and just like life in general as a stay-at-home mom with soon to be 2 babies, a 2-year-old and a newborn. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I am going to put links down below so that you can easily find those items if you're interested. And if you have any comments or questions, I'd love to hear from you guys. Put it in the comment section below. I'll make sure I get back to you. Thank you all so much for clicking on this video, and I will see you guys soon.